I was very good with not buying books, but I did want to share with you the few books that I did acquire. So here we go for my April book haul. Hello lovely book dragons, and welcome back, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Joana and I love to talk about books, specifically fantasy books. Today we're going to be talking about the few books I acquired in the month of April. There aren't too many. I was very good with not buying too many books. I have one ebook and the rest are physical, and actually of the physical two were gifts, so this is good. So the ebook that I acquired in the month of April was A Dead Gin in Cairo by P. Jelly Clark. I know that this is like one of the prequel stories, and there's another prequel novella to a book that's coming out this year. I don't know too much about these books because I'm someone who doesn't like to know a lot about the books that I read before I go in. So I leave every book in the description of every video that I talk about. But yeah, I'm really excited to read this. I still haven't, but I need to get to it because it's very short. It's 40 pages. And then I want to read the sequel novella to actually get to the novel when it comes out. I think it comes out in May or in June. I cannot wait to get to these types of fantasy. It kind of reminds me, because it's in Cairo, it reminds me of the David trilogy, which I love, so I'm excited to get to this. If you've watched my Charlottetown vlogs during the month of April, you've seen all of these books before, but I didn't want to compile them in one video for future reasons, but also because if you didn't watch those Charlottetown vlogs, then you can have them here in one go and you can just watch this book haul. The first two books I want to talk about were two gifts that I got from the lovely Sophia of Sophia's Thoughts. I will leave her channel linked down below, and she sent me two books to thank me for helping co-hosting Charlottetown, which was definitely not necessary. It was a pleasure to co-host Charlottetown. But yeah, she did send me two books. The first one being The Humans by Matt Haig. This is a book that's been on my radar for a while. I've read two Matt Haig books now, and I really loved both of them. This book I sent to her for her birthday, and we wanted to buddy read it, so she sent it to me. I think this is about an alien that comes to Earth as a dog to analyze humans. I'm not 100% sure. It's very short. I think I'm going to love this because I have loved every single thing I've read from Matt Haig, so I cannot wait to get to this, hopefully very soon. The second book she got me is Armor of the Sphinx by Josiah Bancroft. This is the sequel to Senlin Ascends, and I have already read this one, which is great. I loved it so much. More about it in my April wrap up, but yeah, I've already read this, loved it. If you don't know about the Senlin books, the first book is Senlin Ascends. I have a whole video review and vlog, so it's spoiler free and then a little bit more spoilery here on the channel, so I will leave it linked up here. It is basically about a man named Senlin, and him and his new wife go to the Tower of Babel for their honeymoon, which the Tower of Babel is this like whimsical place that everyone wants to go to, that has been studied by all the scholars in the land. And they go there, and he loses his wife within the first few minutes that they're there, and it is his story of ascending the tower to find his wife, and this is the sequel, and it is just phenomenal. These books are phenomenal. Also, if you didn't see, in the month of April I was part of a live show for Senlin Ascends over on Kate over at Literary Apothecary's channel. I will leave the live show up here in the corner, and it was a live show where Kate invited me, she invited Ryan and Alan and Klaus and Ola. We talked about this book, and it was just a ton of fun, so if you haven't seen that, I would highly encourage you to go check it out. To go along with the previous book, I bought myself The Hot King by Josiah Bancroft. This is the third book in the Books of Babel. This is the last installment that is out at the moment. The Fall of Babel is coming out in November, if I'm not mistaken. We got the cover. I'm so excited. I am definitely planning on reading The Hot King here in May, which you can see on my TBR. I'm so excited to get to it. It is the thickest of the three, and I cannot wait. Guys, I'm so excited. I love the Senlin books. They're definitely going to be on my favorite books of the year, and yeah, so this is the third book and I can't wait. And the last two books in this haul are books for the Allen Challenge. If you don't know about the Allen Challenge, which Senlin was also for the Allen Challenge, it's a challenge that Ryan over at Seeking Stories created, where we read some of Allen's favorite books. And the first book I have here is Guards by Sir Terry Pratchett. I am so excited to read this. I always show this off, but this cover is so nice. I don't know anything about the Discworld books except that Alan loves them and so many people love them, and that they are quirky and whimsical, and that they are apparently amazing. One of my favorite teachers in college actually recommended that I read Terry Pratchett in my life, and so here I am. I'm going to be reading Guards for the Allen Challenge and hopefully love it and continue my journey through the Discworld books, because I mean, they sound like so different from everything I read in fantasy, and I cannot wait to read them. And I'm definitely collecting these editions because they are stunning. And the final book in this haul is a whole bind-up of The Long Price Quartet by Daniel Abraham. This is a book that Alan raves about, and recently Klaus has read it and he also raves about it, so I cannot wait to read at least the first book, which is A Shadow in Summer, for the Alan challenge, and then continue on and read this whole, look how floppy it is, guys. The font is though somewhat tiny, but I'm so excited to read the 4 books and love them, because this sounds like it's something completely up my alley. I don't know much about it, I just know it's like a tale of two people that spans like a very long time, and that you can see the price of things that they have to pay when they're older from things that they did when they're younger. That is exactly the kind of stuff I love. So I really think that this is gonna be a new favorite series once I read it, and I cannot wait to get to it. So there you go, guys. That was my April book haul. I didn't buy too many books. I'm really happy about that. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you have read any of these books and which one you think I should prioritize and which one you think is the one that I'm going to like the most. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're doing well, and until next time, happy reading. Bye guys.